Hello everybody. It's been a long, busy, painful day. I've been trying to get things done to get ready to get the car returned. And I mean, I've always known that I'm a strange person in many ways. I get very attached to people and to things. I hate to say goodbye. I hate to say goodbye to my car. I hate to say goodbye to anybody that I've met that I like. I just like things to remain the same, and it's really hard for me at the end of anything. It's really hard for me to change. I love my car. I would be very happy to have the same car for the next 3 years, or 5 years, or 6 years, or whatever. I don't want to bring it back and get something new. I don't want to get used to something new. There's something wrong with me. There definitely is. I've been trying to get everything out of the car, and I still have some stuff, and I'm going to try to turn this thing around. I'm not exactly sure how I can do this. I guess I'll have to do it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do this, but I'm sad. I'm really sad. I'm also in a lot of pain because, well, the trunk is not empty because I have one very large box in there of business stuff that's going to have to be just transferred to the new car because I can't do a thing with it. I've been trying to break down some boxes today. I've been trying to get stuff done in the house, get ready for the dogs who are coming home on Saturday. I'm in a lot of pain. My whole right leg feels totally numb at this point. I hope I'm not doing too much and going to really create issues for myself. But there's so much that has to get done. Then I have to get back to work because I need to start bringing money in again. I can't sit here and worry all the time. So, let me take you for a little tour of my car that I have to bring back. I am very sad. Okay. So this is it. I guess maybe I should put the thing on so you can actually see what it looks like when it's on. I love it. I love the wood. This is the burled wood. The new car is not going to have that.
Hi, could we get a large pizza?
Hold on a second. I need to get this thing off.
Large cheese pizza and 3 sodas to go.
Wait over there, please.
Okay. This is where I watch my movies when I've got time, when I have to wait for somebody, and I just put a movie in and watch or listen to it while I am driving. But I love the wood in this car. It's really such a pretty wood. The nicest wood I ever had in a car, though, was in the Jaguar. It took my breath away. It was magnificent. How that thing went back in and started to load, but it was not my intention. My intention was to simply show you the car. Maybe because it'll give me something to look back on later on. You can see I still have some stuff in the pocket that I have to take out, and that's a plastic bag that I'm going to put it in. And I found a cookbook in the trunk, and this is Atkins Complete Cookbook. I've got several diet cookbooks, as if I ever really used any of the recipes in a diet cookbook. The speakers in this car are great. It's Burmester stereo system, and the sound is wonderful. And as I told you, I'm an audiophile, so for me, it really is important. And here I've got a whole load of my videos in the door that I swap out and listen to different ones all the time. I'm going to be very sad to say goodbye to this. I love it. I'm not one of those people who needs change all the time, who wants something new, who needs the latest or the best or the greatest. I want what I've had and I love. Okay, back to the video and back to the story. I mean, the truth is, when I looked at some of the other cars, the Hyundai had a bigger back seat. They all had bigger back seats. This is not a huge back seat in my car. It's really not. It's adequate. I mean, it works for the people who are sitting in the car, but it's not huge. It's just, I hate to change. I would keep things exactly the same if I had my druthers. I would probably never change anything at all. I would just keep it the same. I fall in love and I don't want to say goodbye. I started to write a book many years ago, and my title for the book was Separate Endings, and I still may use that because it was what I realized as I started writing the book, is that life is a series of separate endings. Now, one can look at it that it's also a series of new beginnings, but there was great sadness in the ending of something that you didn't necessarily want to end. So I don't want to get melancholy, but I'm feeling kind of sad. I mean, I don't like to say goodbye. Oh, on another topic, the mice. I also feel like a murderer because I got those snap traps. What do you call them? Those traps that you put something in and it just kills them. I didn't want to get anything that was going to torture them and make it a long drawn out kind of thing. I would have been very happy if they just moved out. I didn't want to kill anybody. I didn't want to kill anything. I just wanted them not to be in my house. Well, there were 2 dead mice this morning when I had the traps set up. I don't know if there are more mice in the house or if that was it. Now, I gather you can, with those little wood traps, that you can release the dead creatures and then rebait the trap, but I couldn't bear to do that. It was hard enough for me to put gloves on and just pick up the trap with the thing in it and just put them in plastic bags and toss them outside my house until they come from, to pick up the garbage in a couple of days. But I will see if there are any more, and I feel sad, and I feel like I'm a monster because I killed them, and I am not one for killing things. But don't live in my house. Go live in somebody else's house. Well, no, that's not fair. Go live somewhere where you'll be welcome. You're not welcome in my house. And I'm afraid of the diseases that they could possibly bring. So for me, it needed to be done. And I really wanted to get it done before the dogs come back because I was able to put the traps on the floor. I didn't want to put them on the counter. I didn't want them on my counter and dying there. And in any case, so I'll let you know if there are any more. But the package of these traps that I bought had 16 traps. I set 3 and I caught 2 mice, so there's 1 trap still loaded. I guess I should probably figure out how to unload it and clean it off and put some fresh peanut butter on there. Apparently they love peanut butter. There's so much work to do. There's so much work to do everywhere. I'm breaking down boxes. I am trying to throw things out. It's astounding the amount of work that has to be done. I got 1 bag of stuff out to donate to Big Brothers and Big Sisters, which is an organization here. I'm not sure if it's all over, but they take used clothing and household items, and I gather they give them to people. I don't think they sell it and then use the money. I think they actually give it to people who need it. I hope so. And I give them things very, very often. But I am trying. It's really hard to try to get a lot of work done while you're disabled. It's not easy. It's really not. So what I did today was I got out earlier. I had to go to, I wanted to pick up lunch. I went to that bagel place that I like, and I got my salmon, and they have the most delicious cheese, macaroni and cheese. So I got that, and they also had eggplant rollatini. So I got an eggplant rollatini. So the two things that I bought will bring me at least 3 meals, possibly 4. So at least I don't have to worry about that. And I will just make some mashed potatoes or something. I've got some carrots and some broccoli and cauliflower that I can steam and have some nice vegetables. I had the most delicious salad this week. I had a spinach salad with fruit. It had strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, walnuts, onion, and cherry tomatoes in it. And it was, they served it with a raspberry sauce. It was really tasty. It was the spinach, it was baby spinach, and it was, I just felt like I was having something really healthy, so that was kind of nice. And I know my aunt, who lived to be 95, and God bless her, she did well most of those years. She ate walnuts every day of her life. She had walnuts, garlic, and onions. Those were her big things, and she stayed healthy. She used to cook a lot. She also made potato pancakes that were to die for. They were absolutely delicious. Well, if anybody comes to visit, maybe I'll make some of those. It's silly to just make it for myself. It's funny not having to worry about weight, because ever since I lost the weight, when I went to the doctor the last time, they weighed me, and I weighed 136 pounds. So that's not a lot for me. So I'm 5'6", and I'm a different person in so many ways. I don't think I have that sickly look that I had before, but maybe I do. If I do, don't tell me. I'd like to think that I don't, that I'm past that, but doing better. But talking about that doctor that I went to when I was looking for a new primary, when I left the hospital, they told me I needed to find a new primary physician. So I went to this woman who had been recommended to me by somebody whose friend used her. I could not believe. I asked them before I went there if they accepted my insurance, which was Medicare and the supplemental from AARP. They said yes. When I went there, I asked them again if they accepted my insurance. Again, they said yes. And then they sent me a bill. I went to this doctor's office. I waited for over an hour. She saw me, asked questions, put stuff in the computer, barely examined me. I didn't take my clothes off. I didn't put a gown on. She listened to my chest. She looked into my ears. She sort of hit my stomach without looking to see that I had stitches there and really hurt me, and sent me a bill for over $1,000. $1,000, and sent it to me. I'm horrified. I don't know why she didn't bill my insurance company, but that was totally crazy. I did not need the stress of that because I don't have money. I had told them I didn't have money. I told them that it needed to go through insurance. So that's my story for today. Still lots and lots to do. I did go to pick up the food today. I went to, I needed more plastic cups, and I probably shouldn't get those, but I don't use a lot of them. But sometimes it's good not to have to wash something. So I went to a dollar type store and I picked up some of those. They also had Lindt chocolate there. They had a chocolate bar with hazelnuts in it for $1.99. I only bought one. I wish I'd bought 2 or 3. It was really good. What else did I do today? Oh, I was bad today. I went to McDonald's drive-thru and I got myself a vanilla cone. I was just in the mood for a vanilla cone, so I got one. And then I came home and I started to work again at home. I am really, really working hard. Doesn't necessarily show all the time, but I am working hard. I've got much more to do, but I'm proud of what I am doing, considering that I'm doing it all alone. I thought I would be having so much help. No such luck. In any case, I'm going to end it for now. I still have some light, but it's going to be diminishing soon because it is now getting to be a little late. It is, what time is it? It's actually 5:45, so it's late in the day, and it's going to be getting dark pretty soon. I have to go back to work upstairs. I've got loads more to do. I polished one piece of furniture. I cleaned out a couple of things. There's so much to do. It's wondrous how much work needs to be done and how little I can do at a time. I am trying my level best. Hopefully I'll get there, and hopefully I'm not going to hurt myself in the process. I worry about my health, and am I harming myself? Am I doing anything that's going to hurt me long term? It scares me a little bit. I just pray that nothing I'm doing will bring the cancer back. And I think about that from time to time. I don't think about it often. I don't want to think about it often. I want to think about it as a one-time nightmare that's over. So please, God, and please, your continued prayers I'd be very grateful for it. I just want to stay in this world. I'm not ready to leave it yet. Not yet. On that note, take care, my friends. I hope your day was wonderful, and I will see you very soon. You know I love you all. Take care.